Hello everyone. I'm Richa Kathuria, a research scholar from Ambedkar University, Delhi. I would like to thank MIU for this opportunity. Today, I'm going to present a paper, Spiritual Intelligence as in Nichiren Buddhism, co-authored with Dr. Richa Kathuria. The contents of the presentation would be introduction, spiritual intelligence, Nichiren Buddhism, purpose of the study, followed by methodology used, data analysis done, results published, and then limitations and future research questions, original contribution and implications of the study. Never from ancient times on has anyone seen or heard of winter turning back to autumn, nor have we ever heard of a believer in Lotus Sutra who turned into an ordinary person, says Nichiren Daishonin. In these lines, Nichiren Daishonin is giving hope and encouragement to a follower who's in problem, and he's saying winter always turns to spring, so life will also be changed to the better times. In this era of disruption, pandemic, and gig economy, the world over millions of people are suffering from mental ailments and problems like depression and anxiety. India is also home to an estimated 18% of them, and it's rising. SI, or spiritual intelligence, presents a promising solution for it, as it has been established in the literature that it has a very positive impact on our lives overall, be it personal or professional. Spiritual intelligence, if we see, is combined of two terms, spiritual and intelligence. For the literal definition, we can see the definitions or meaning given in the dictionary. Spiritual is defined as connected with human spirit rather than physical things, and intelligence as the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. So when we combine these two, it gives the definition of SI as the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul. It is still debatable in the literature, the concepts of spirituality with SI. Spirituality, where it's concerned itself only with being aware of human spirit and soul, spiritual intelligence is concerned about application of that spiritual knowledge and skill in life for overcoming obstacles and achieve happiness. Nichiren Buddhism was started by Nichiren Daishonin, a sage of Japan in 13th century. He discovered that Lotus Sutra is the heart of Buddha's teachings, which affirms that all people are capable of attaining enlightenment in their present state. So, Nichiren Daishonin distilled the theory of Lotus Sutra into practice in his writings called Gosho, which are the scriptures read in Nichiren Buddhism all around the world. In this, he has converted the complex concepts of Lotus Sutra in easy to follow concepts so that people or individual can achieve Buddhahood in their day-to-day life. It is gaining popularity all around the world as well as in India. Soka Gakkai International is the organization which takes care of it internationally. The purpose of the study is to distinguish between SI and spirituality, and then the academic literature shows that the dimensions of spiritual intelligence has not yet been fully explored in Buddhism, especially in Nichiren Buddhism. So this paper is an attempt to fill these gaps in the literature. The methodology follows as follows. It's an exploratory research where the ontology and epistemology of the researcher is of relativism and subjectivist. The study started with the process of bracketing in forms of interviews with the colleagues and self-introspection. The research approach is qualitative. Primary and secondary data collection has been done. Content analysis, which is a very popular analysis technique in qualitative research, is used for analyzing data, and then results emerged and published. Data sources and analysis. As primary data source, we have read narratives of Nichiren Daishonin, which are Gosho. Gosho has been collected in two books by SGI as writings of Nichiren Daishonin 1 and 2. And the review of academic literature on NB as well as SI are also read. The data analysis steps followed are as follows. First, by the line-by-line analysis, codes were generated, and then the similar codes were combined into categories, and from those categories, overarching themes were emerged. These are the results. After first level of analysis, 39 codes emerged, which were combined in 16 categories, and then 7 overarching themes emerged. They are purpose of human life, self, environment, faith, worship, transcendence, and interpersonal relationships. Based on the study of Nichiren Buddhism, we can define SI as the ability to use our spiritual values, beliefs, and resources to develop self, society, and environment for achieving eternal happiness. This is an example of how the quotes were generated by line analysis. This is a few lines from Gosho called Oneness of Life and its environment from the part 1. The 10 directions are the environment, and living beings are life. To illustrate, environment is like the shadow and the light the body. Without the body, no shadow can exist. Without life, no environment. In the same way, life is shaped by its environment. So from here, the code environment is generated. It is clearly shown that the human life depends on flourishing environment. These are the final themes and category included in it. Two unique codes emerged from the study, which are of the holistic health and the connection of human beings to our natural environment, which are not fully explored in the existing literature. Holistic health includes emotional, spiritual, social, as well as physical health. The aspects of mental health are somewhat explored in the literature, but physical health and other aspects are not fully explored in SI literature, and same is the treatment for the natural environment code. Limitations of the study are only English literature has been taken for the study. One spiritual philosophy of Nichiren Buddhism is taken for the study for defining SI, which this can be extended to other major spiritual philosophies of the world. We wanted to support this study with empirical data, which could not be done due to the lack of time. Future research questions can be understanding the aspects of holistic health and teachings of NB related to SI, exploring micro-macro relationship of people with natural environment related to SI or NB can be also studied. Comparing the findings of NB with other religious or spiritual philosophies related to SI can be done in the future. Original contribution and implications of the study. The paper makes a clear distinction between spirituality and SI and also contributes to the in-depth understanding and conceptualization of SI in the terms of Nichiren Buddhism. Implications. Nichiren Daishonin says, if the spirit of many in body but one in mind prevails, among the people, they'll achieve all their goals. Whereas if one in body but different in mind, they can achieve nothing remarkable. This is so true for organizations nowadays. If in a team, people have one mind, they can achieve anything. So this particular conceptualization of SI with respect to NB will help academicians, counselors, and managers to use this concept in research, counseling, and in the field of organizational behavior. Thank you.